So I'm trying an experiment today. I've seen this done on YouTube, and she's also one of the girls that's on Facebook in a group that I'm following in acrylic pouring, and she uses straight paint out of the bottle with no water, no medium or anything. So I am setting this up to where you can watch me put paint straight into the cup with nothing added to it. I'm using all DecoArt paints. I'm just finishing up a bottle here of the black. This is lamp black. I've got pretty much every color imaginable. We'll start with cadmium yellow, and she just basically layers up the colors. I'm gonna kind of go in a rainbow array of colors, but I've got a little bit of everything. This would be coral. And occasionally I'm going to take and put white or black. So it's either going to be lamp black or titanium white. Turn that. I didn't mean for it to squirt on the side of the bottle. I mean on the cup. This is saffron yellow. Canyon orange. True red. I'll go back to the black. I'm going to also do this on a black canvas. It's already pre-primed in black. That's the way I bought it, because I don't have any smaller canvases except for this one, and this one is probably 16 by 20. Okay, this one is carousel pink. I have a little bit left of brilliant purple. Bright blue. Calypso blue. I'll do a titanium white again. This is bluegrass green. Just got a chunk of dried paint. Hold on a minute. I didn't want that chunk in there. Came off the edge of the bottle. Back to the black again. This is going to take quite a bit of paint coming straight out of the bottle too. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need to cover a whole canvas, so I hope I layer enough paint in here. I'm going to go back to lavender. Let's do Royal Fuchsia. Like I said, I'm finishing up the ends of some of my bottles of paint. Carousel Pink. Back to Coral. Saffron Yellow. Cadmium Yellow. Citron Green. Kelly Green. Bright Blue. Back to the Lamp Black. Lavender. Titanium White. True Red. Canyon Orange. Coral. Black. Kelly Green. Citron Green. Bluegrass Green. Cadmium Yellow. Let's see. True Red. Lavender. Bahama Blue. Titanium White. Lamp Black. So here is a full cup of nothing but straight paint. So I wanted to show you that. Back to the colors. Lamp Black, Titanium White, Cadmium Yellow, Saffron Yellow, Canyon Orange, Coral, True Red, Royal Fuchsia, Carousel Pink, Citron Green, Kelly Green, Bluegrass Green, Bahama Blue, Calypso Blue, Bright Blue, and Lavender. Here's my cup waiting to be poured. I'm going to put you up above so you can watch, and I may have to put more paint in another cup. I'm not sure, because since this is straight paint and it's not got any pouring medium or anything extra fluid or water or anything, I'm not sure how well the paint is going to spread over the canvas. So this is going to be purely experimental. So stay tuned. Okay, as you can see, my black canvas, I think it's a 16 by 20. Let me double check that measurement. Yes, 16 by 20. I have an extremely full cup of paint that I showed you. I'm hoping I can cover the whole canvas in this. I think I can. And let's just get busy and try this out. I don't like that part. It is totally gray or brown looking. That's not good. There must be a science to pouring this in the right colors. I don't know. So it's very thick. This whole cup did half of the canvas. The cup is really awesome. That's a really cool looking cup. I'm going to let it drain for a minute. So I think the person that I've seen do this video, I think she called it the ripple technique. So I'm just going to see how it all turns out. I may leave a cup out. Well, I can use the same exact cup, I guess. Okay, so I need to put more paint on the canvas if I'm not happy with it. Because in my theory, you can always add to whatever you're doing. You don't have to settle for what you have if you don't like it. You can always wipe it off. You can pour over it. So always keep a positive outlook. So I'm going to put this aside in case I need to add more paint. And this part took her quite a while to do the tilting because it is so absolutely thick because it's straight out of the bottle. I don't want to lose this bright area over here. I'm just curious. I'm going to stick some paint in these spots that are empty. She tilted hers first and it went over the edge on this side, but that's where the color is that I love. So I'm not so sure I want to tilt and lose that color. I'm going to try to take it back the other direction too. Well, I can say it's flowing pretty quickly considering it's thick paint. It all obviously does not flow at the same rate. So what going to do here is just kind of do a little paint spread on the canvas. Hopefully it'll go a little quicker. Like this edge is already to the middle. I think what I'm going to do, instead of going any further with it at this point right now, is I'm going to pour more paint. I think that's my safest bet. I'm just going to start layering paint in there. These are all getting to the end of the bottle. Okay. Now I'm going to go back. I've added another half a cup of the black, not black paint, but it was layered with black and all that. I did another half a cup and layered the colors in and added it over here. And but what I was saying is the pour that I had seen, she had used Craft Smart paint, which is the cheapest craft paint out there on the market. It's basically 50 cent to $1 acrylic paint that's going to be a lot more fluid and wet. And this is DecoArt, which is going to be thicker. So I'm using DecoArt colors, and they're coming out of the bottle thicker. And so you know, this is new for me tilting and trying to get everything to be very fluid. So work with me here as I experiment with getting this to come out okay. That's beautiful paint on the table there. There's obviously a little bit more of a science to this than just pouring paint out of your cup onto the canvas and tilting. You've obviously got to be very patient, and you kind of sort of have to know, I think, what you're doing. Right now this looks like a hot mess. It's very colorful. So I'm just kind of tilting it in all directions and letting the paint move. This is not a quick thing like a regular pour because there's no pouring medium or water or anything in these paints to make them flow faster. So you're having to let the paint move on its own. There's portions of this that I really love, and then portions that I don't really love at all. I'm trying to leave it where you can kind of see the paint still. But, you know, trying to keep it at an angle to where it continues to flow. I thought this was going to be an easy thing to do, but it's not really. The other difficult thing is when your paint goes over the edge, it makes that beautiful, colorful edge, but if you move it at all or touch it, it becomes mud very quickly. Like I've lost my colors in an area there. And so, even though I have colorful paint on my table, to get it to come back on here and be colorful is hard to do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just put this one aside and let it dry.